Hey planner friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a plan with me for this week, and I'll be showing you all the layouts I used in my B6 Stalogy for my planning this week. Now I still am experimenting with different things, so I'm just using a few spreads that I think are going to work for me this week, and then as time goes on, hopefully I'll find things that are really tried and true. But as you can see right now, I just used a pencil to mark off where my lines needed to be, and then I'm going back and drawing them in with pen, and it would be quicker to skip using the pencil, but I find I make less mistakes if I use the pencil first. Now I still do make mistakes, and you'll see that later on in the video, but the pencil helps, and it also helps me make sure that I have enough boxes and everything like that. So yeah, I'm drawing 7 boxes down the left-hand side of the page, as you can see. And then above that, I'm writing this week, and I am using a pencil so that I can get the lettering, to fit in the space that I need it to fit, because it's a little bit of an awkward space. I don't use a pencil for all of the words that I write, just anywhere where I'm not confident I can make the words I want to write fit. I'm going to go for the pencil so that I can make it look as decent as possible. Now underneath this week, those boxes will eventually, you'll see in a couple seconds, get labeled Monday through Sunday. And what I'm going to use this page for is tracking my tasks. On the left, on the right half of the page, I will write the word task. And you'll see right here, I'm going to draw a pink line. Right under that pink line will be the word tasks, and I will make a list of all the tasks I need to get done this week. And then as I get them done, I'm going to put them into the Monday through Sunday spots so that I see which days I did everything. I'm kind of just tracking that I get done everything I want to get done with this spread. Anyway, so right now I just put all of the dates in, the 21st through the 27th in pink marker, and I really loved the way that looked. And then I'm just labeling the sides Monday through Sunday. I really like this, labeling that way. I hadn't done that with this spread yet, and I really liked how it turned out. I just wrote tasks in cursive, and yeah, that's the end of that spread. Now the spread that I'm putting right beside it is going to be tracking my meals. Oh, right here my marker broke. The Crayola Super Tips are not my favorite. They are beautiful colors, but they're not good quality, and I mean, I can expect that because of the price, but they're literally breaking on me, and then the color consistency just isn't there. So not my favorite. Again, I'm using the pencil to make sure I put the lines in the right place. But anyway, this spread will be to track my meals. I'm not going to be doing meal planning. I basically already know what I'm going to be eating this week without writing it all down. But I'm going to be recording what I eat during the week in this space, because I have a general idea of what I'm going to eat, but if I deviate from that, I want to know. So basically this space is for exactly what I eat, and I'll probably mark how many calories it was and stuff like that. So that's what I use this space for. This spread, it's the first time I'm putting the tasks in the Monday through Sunday spot as I do it, but I have used a task list and a meal tracker like this last week, and it worked pretty well. Oh, there's my little cat. He was sleeping beside me, and I just had to move him so I could fit this into the shot. Right here I'm checking to see if that pen was bleeding through, and it actually was bleeding through a little bit, so I switched to a Papermate one. I'm just, I'm learning new pens, and I have a little bit of trouble because my pens aren't waterproof. I did order waterproof pens, so we'll see next week when they get here how that works. But yeah, so for this spread, I am just writing in the days of the week for each of my meals. And then there you go. There's the overview. I really like how this one turned out. I wish that pink marker wouldn't have broken on me, but you can't really tell that it happened once the words are written down. And I think It looks pretty good. So I'm just saying, yep, I'm done with this spread. Moving on to the next one. Okay, so I'm taking the Stalogy out of the cover and folding it backwards like that so I can get it to lay really flat. That's one of the things I like about Stalogy, is that you can get it to lay really flat by kind of like bending it backwards. So that's really nice. I'm using a different pink marker, not quite as pretty, to draw these lines, and it doesn't you'll see the pink marker had a little bit of black on it because I'm not using waterproof pens, and we have a little bit of disaster later on, but it's whatever, it happens. So anyway, I'm drawing in all my lines, and what the intention of this spread is I'm going to be using this for my right hand practice. I am, for those of you who don't know, teaching myself to write with my right hand. Currently, I write with my left hand, and that's the way I've always been. I've been left-handed, but I have an old cheerleading injury that makes writing with my left hand very painful after a while, and I am getting into bullet journaling and longhand journaling, and I'm not able to do it as long as I want. Oh, right there, I was just saying I made a mistake. I put that line, should have been in the middle of the two boxes, and I put it on the line. Anyway, but yeah, so I want to be able to journal for a long period of time and not have my hand get fatigued and be in pain. So I'm teaching myself to write with my right hand. Basically, I just write the alphabet uppercase and lowercase every day. And then I write out a sentence twice that has every letter in the alphabet in it. So I was just thickening up the lines here, and you're going to see right here, for some reason not for some reason, it touches the black line and then spreads black throughout it, and it is what it is. It happens another time too. I just need waterproof pens. Like I said, I did order them. You can see I'm getting irritated, but it is what it is. My planner is perfectly flawed for a reason. It's all a learning experience. And honestly, I really like how this spread turns out, even though it has a little bit of mistakes. I'm just writing, the title here, right-handed, in cursive, and then I go in and I write all of the days, Monday through Sunday, in cursive as well. And I really like how that looked. I'm not sure that it translated onto video as well as it looked in person, but I really like the simple, it was all lowercase letters, just simple cursive. I don't know. And I liked writing the entire day because those boxes are really quite long. So writing out Monday instead of just MOM ended up looking really nice. So yeah, I hope you can see in the video. I know I kind of cover up my writing as I write it because I'm left-handed, but yeah, I did really like how that turned out. Yeah, I just think it's a really cute spread. It's been working with me really good. Oh, and right here I just draw two little runes that stand for endurance, because when you're trying to learn to write with your right hand, you need a lot of endurance to keep up with that. Oh yeah, and then I just added the date right here in cursive. I was going to add a quote, but I didn't have a quote in mind, so I just decided to add the date, and it ended up looking pretty nice in that spot. Yeah, and I know a lot of people aren't going to have this spread, but that's the beauty of bullet journaling. We can, put in whatever we need, even if other people wouldn't, need that. So obviously I know most of you guys watching are not trying to write with your non-dominant hand, but whatever you need your bullet journal for, that's what it's for. So for this spread, again, I'm just using the pencil, counting off all my boxes, and then going back in and putting a line. Now I will tell you that line that I just made was a mistake. I should have left that line open. This is a spread that shouldn't have it kind of runs to the end of the page to make sure there's enough boxes for that for the outside columns on both sides, and you'll see I do it right on this side. But that first column is not a Monday through Sunday. It is actually kind of like a notes column, and what I'm going to be using it for is just marking the hours of the week. So it really didn't matter, of the day, but it really didn't matter that I made that mistake, because I didn't need that much room, but in the future when I use this spread, no matter what I use it for, I will be leaving off that first line and just having it run off the page like it does on the right hand side. Now I went and I did all the numbers, 21 through 27, and then I went back over the numbers and I wrote mon to wed, the abbreviations, Monday through Sunday, and I really like the way that looks. I think it's really cute and it saves space. Now right here I'm going in with a pink colored pencil and I am coloring in 2 blocks and then I'm leaving 2 blocks blank, and I continue that the whole way down, and it basically what it does is it marks off time, so you get 8 o'clock, 8:30. That's both pink. And then 9 o'clock, 9:30. Or you could just do like 8, 9, 10. You could start at 7. You could start at 6, whatever times you want. And then you get 16 hours. I didn't mark exactly the times I wanted yet because I need to see. I'm thinking I could start it at 7, but I don't really wake up at 7. So I'm probably going to start it a little bit later than that. I haven't decided that. So I didn't add the numbers in this video, but I will be doing that. And then the pink shading, it's very minimal, but I'm able to, differentiate between the hours with the pink shading. And I actually really like the way it turned out. I did have a little bit of shadow, well, not a little bit, a decent amount of shadowing. And I think the pink just kind of like faded that in. You can see where the shadowing is. I'm still trying to learn like what works best in the Stalogy. I'm experimenting with different mediums. I am going to try different markers. Like I said earlier, I have waterproof pens coming, which I'm really excited for, so that I won't mix, get black ink mixed in with my markers. So yeah, I'm experimenting with different mediums. I really, really liked how the color pencil worked, and the color pencil was a very similar shade to the marker that I used, so it was all very cohesive. Yeah, so I think this turned out really well. It did take a little bit of time. I would say I spent about 15 minutes coloring in, just doing like the coloring part, which is kind of long for a spread, but I don't know, it was relaxing. I really enjoy doing this kind of stuff. It doesn't bother me if it takes a little bit of time. And you can see the last one I didn't even use the ruler, and honestly you couldn't tell. You probably could do it without a ruler, but that's what it looks like. Just a nice pink line, very light, but in person you could really see the difference, so it makes it really easy to differentiate between the time. Right there, I'm just counting. I'm pretty sure 16 hours, so that worked out really well, and I was pretty pleased with that spread. Now I'm just going back and showing you there's the right hand spread, and then there is the weekly tasks and the meal spread. I am really happy with how these turned out. I'm excited to see how they work. I was going to write out some of my tasks on video, but I realized that's not really something I wanted to share, so I hope you forgive me for that. But I just, I'm just personal. Maybe in the future I won't care, but for right now I decided not to show my tasks. And then my meals I add in as the week goes on, so I had nothing to plan for that anyway, because it's meal tracking. Oh yeah, and then I went back and I wrote September there because I just wanted to fill that in. I liked it a lot better. Again, I'm not going to plan anything on that spread because I'm using this more as a tracker than an actual planning out my days. I pretty much already have my days planned out. And then my right hand spread, I just, every day fill in the right-handed part of that. But thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, please subscribe and like the video. I will catch you next time. Bye-bye. Part of that.